I think that works. Well, either the audio works or it doesn't. Let's find out. So, there's an Atari ST currently baking outside with hydrogen peroxide, so that's currently retro brighting. But I don't have a suitable joystick, and I'd like a retro radionics Atari R at some point. Atari R. Retro R? Arcade R. There we go. But the nice people over at RMC went, Monster joysticks? And I went, yes. So I got myself a deluxe kit. I thought it'd be nice to put it together on a stream today. So, might as well put the link down here. We are putting together one of these. So pro. course. No endorsement or anything daft like that. And I've lost my chat. There it is. Should be running. Well, new follower. Thank you for following SD Mullen. Apologies I didn't find out who you were sooner. So, they send it in a anonymous looking brown box with a A4 set of instructions. Assembly of your mini monster joystick, simple and only requires a screwdriver. One screwdriver. We'll see exactly how true that is. We advise to remove all of the protective covering from the case pieces prior to proceeding. That's unusual. Okay. So, this comes with genuine Sanwa stick. And here we go. Such a good noise. So we've got one of those. One controller board. Not used to my camera being up there. Bag of fixings. One bag of knobs. In bright hot pink. Set of arcade buttons. This is almost an ASMR stream at this point. One Atari standard cable. Remember where your camera is here. And a pack of plates. And they claim we advise to remove all of the protective covering from the case pieces before proceeding. Well, if you insist. Oh. It's got quite a smell to it. Not sure if that's coming across on camera, on audio or not. One down. One thing we can't do today is test this once we've built it. which is frustrating. Or we can't test it on a machine. What we might do later is hook up an Arduino, prod some pins. Make some lights go up. Piece 1. Piece 2. Wonder if I can use the tape trick. Pretty much. It's all of the little cutouts around the edges don't quite lift cleanly. I suspect we're going to be doing this in pieces. It's fine. Backing paper comes off okay, at least. So that's good. It's taken some time. Piece 2 down. Piece 3. Only 5,423 more to go. Oh, this one's cleaner. Famous last words. Oh. Oh. Yes. Piece 3 down. Piece 4 might need the tape. Let's try the tape. No. Let's do the reverse side first. Oh, there we go. It's not coming through on the mic. With the noise filter cancelling it out. going to do it this side. Ah, got an edge. Okay. The plastic is double-sided. There's a matte side and a shiny side, which won't be able to get. Oh, maybe I will. There we go. Matte side, shiny side, matte side, shiny side. But the matte side is slightly flaky, so I'm going to need a cloth to rub that down before we do anything with it. And my table is slightly coated. I wasn't expecting that. Usually when I've done this, it's been with something like this. It's been straight acrylic. Here we go. Oh, big piece. Come on. Oh, not clean. Almost. This is the base plate. Cool. And this is the top plate that's got engraving monster joysticks on it as well. Where are you? There you are. On one side. So if you flip it for a left-handed setup, which puts the stick on the right, because that's how arcades work, then you lose the Monster Joysticks logo. Interestingly, usually when you get stuff from a company, nowadays in the box would come your components, your instructions, and stickers, promotional gump, etc. Nothing. Just your item and your instructions. That's it. Which I don't mind, but you sort of expect extra gump in the box. I quite like that there's not. So, as I pulled this away, the lettering around the monster joysticks, focus, has left pieces behind. So, I need to try and lift that. Well, that worked. In fact, there's pieces of the backing paper on the letters as well. Yeah. So, tweezers ahoy. Get the big pieces off first. wonder if a quick wipe down with a bit of back in a second. Realised I'd left the murder towels on there. Help or hinder? Hinder. Excellent. More of a mess was exactly what I was after. Oh, getting there. We scratch the acrylic. How? That's a microfiber cloth. Hoping that's just muck. Yeah, it's just muck. Okay. Still frustrating. Like, seriously. Yeah, that's cleaned up. What I do have is I have some screen wipes. I don't have my usual alcohol wipes here because they're currently at the unit. Since we're half packed for moving. Quick check. Not taking the back piece off either. Oh, God. It gets better. This is just linting more. Excellent. Right. Well, we're going to use a nail. Try and make sure we've got it all off. Let's take the back piece off and then we'll clean out the detail again. More effort than I was expecting. I've noticed this before. Companies laser in logos and then you spend forever having to clean them out from the material. It's a little annoying. Okay, I think we can live with that. Let's clean our detritus down. It did leave a lot of black dust. Clean the backs. Green cloth for a minute. One. Two. Three. Shiny side. Shiny side. Four. But it's a box. 5. 6. Okay. Attach the interface kit. Attach the interface kit to the bottom panel of the unit. You can identify this piece using the picture below. Behold the interface kit. The bottom panel. Orientate it so the mounting holes are slightly off-center to the right. You want it that way round. You would like my plastic bits. That's what she said. Okay. So 4 corner pieces. Make an attempt to get these moderately equal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because this plastic really is streaky. Okay. One, and then mounting holes are slightly off center and to the right, using the acrylic nuts and the pan head screws. Gonna assume that's what you want. Just 2, 3. So just screwing these standoffs in. 4 onto the base plate. One, 2, 3, 4, and then there appears to be 2 spares. So then fasten the interface kit to the bottom panel using the acrylic nuts and pan head screws provided. Okay, 1 interface kit. Does that demonstrate 1 or 2? Oh, tighten 1 nut. Sorry. Yeah, of course. That's fine. Next, add a second nut to each to offer extra standoff height to the interface. There we go. And I see an issue. Oh no, there we go. We're good. Okay. Let's line this up. Oh. I think it'll wait. That's an alarm for me to go and move some peroxide around. Then you can live on top. Yeah, one standoff didn't give enough clearance height. One, two. So our instructions lied. Our instructions said you only need a screwdriver. Okay. Don't need to be too tight. But do need to get them to tightness. And these are fiddly. And these are jeweler screwdrivers, which are perfect for doing this job. Screwdrivers. Jewelers pliers. Cool, that's in. Attach the side panels. Orientate the bottom panels to the interfaces at the top and slightly to the right. Ta-da! Next, attach the rear panel. Align the connecting slots on the bottom of the rear panel to those on the back of the bottom panel. Once inserted, so are we calling this the rear panel? Put tabs in. Okay, George. You can then fasten the back panel. Gently connect the panel by inserting the bottom panel into the slots on the bottom of the rear panel. You can then fasten the back panel. With what? So the interface is at the top and slightly to the right. Attach the rear panel. Align the connecting slots on the bottom of the rear. Yeah. Gently connect the panel by inserting the bottom panel into the slots on the bottom of the rear panel. You can then fasten the rear panel, the back panel. I'm going to assume using a bolt. Yes. But you didn't say. Let's have a look at our bolts. Which bolt would you like? Captive on that side? Yep. Yep, not that one. Looks like we're going to be on these pairs. Looks like it. Aussie or Phillips? Aussie. Aussie 1. Well, you're going to be fun. It's a captive nut without a bottom. I've got a new idea. We're going to start by spinning you on Nope, stupid idea. Okay. Option C, rest it. Do we need about 3 mil? Perfect. Pack of Post-its. I am fingers and thumbs today. There we go, which does not bode well for the big job later. Do not like it, Sam, I am. I do not like this nut in yams. I do not like this captive nut. I do not like it. In a rut. I do not like the way it holds. I do not like the way it bolds. Okay. Expanding on the side, inserting one steel M3 into the T-shaped slot. Now repeat the process. Okay, you're in. This is not an easy build if your manual dexterity is low. Ah, resting it on the post-it notes was sufficient. Sorry, I didn't see you there, Peter. Once you got the first one in, actually they drop in quite easily. It's just, in true form, getting the first one in. But I'll be honest, this is not a build I'd like to do if I had dexterity issues. There we go. It's not bad. But it is a little fiddly in places. There we go. Better. And then that just leaves the back panel. Is it happy for me to do the back panel now? And the front, yep. That's in. This feels like the end point on an adventure game where you get to the last bit, you're going to put the last one in, and if it drops through, you've got to start all over again. Got it. Yeah. Yeah, and you can feel it moving as you're tightening. It's just a little bit of resistance, and that's enough. The instructions are pretty explicit. Finger tighten, then gently tighten further with pan-headed screwdriver. 1/4 turn is sufficient. Yeah, there's a definite risk of over-tightening. In fact, I've got some warping in here somewhere. Where am I warping? Are you warping? Yes, you're warping. There we go. See if we can line you up. Okay, attach the joystick and buttons. The buttons are facing outward with the connecting terminals facing into the box. Yes, there we go. That's good. Attach joystick and buttons. We can put that out of the way for a minute. Fasten the joystick to the top panel. Oh. Still such a good noise. This can be done as a regular configuration with the joystick on the left, or as a inverse configuration with the joystick on the right. Personal preference. We'll go arcade. Could really do with being clearer with identifying the nuts you're using at a given point in time. That's a good question. It comes with 4 separate outputs on the stick. So each one is an individual switch. You can hear them. So arguably no. But pointing inwards is how they've got it demoed. But yeah, you can turn this into a lefty by switching it over. Align 4 corner holes, insert supplied carriage bolts, and fasten with the M5 nuts. Yeah, they do tell you which nuts to use, which is fine. Again, you're back to... Hey, you can do this without a with just a screwdriver. You can't tighten those bolts. Yeah. M5. The bolts are nylock, so they don't want to go on without a little bit of work. Need the adapter. There we go. So far, our tool list has gone up from screwdriver to screwdriver, tweezers, pliers, socket set. That one's it. And again, we're still only really going to finger tightness. I just want to get past the nylock. That's not it. Now you're in. Why don't you want to sit flat? What's wrong with you? There's always one. Plastic? Yeah, plastic. Yeah, we'll go down. With a better love. And we're sitting proud again. Okay, off you go. Now you're spinning. Right. Nice. We do about you. I have not got my usual tools for doing that job. I'm gonna guess you're not gonna hold. Maybe. No. Well, bolt 2 is where it is. Hope I don't have to take it out. Same problem. Right. As you tighten it up, it starts lifting out of the hole because of the softness of the plastic. And then it tries to shear. Okay, 3 down. I wonder if tool number 2 may actually be a better option, if I can get enough torque on it. Those bolts are horrific. Yeah, it might work. I can get a little better control this way. Still tight, but that's down. It just leaves our friend number 4. Our friend number 4's a mess. There's a loose mess too. Okay, fold. And now I'm annoyed because I can't tighten or unloosen it. Come on, bite enough for me. Make me happy that I can leave you. You are just spinning. I've got nothing that's going to hold you. Well, I do. It's fucking vicious. It's absolutely vicious. Has it come to this? Well, this is a one-way street. Okay. Try protecting the plastic a bit before we do this. Yeah. Yeah, basically. The nylon is too. The nylon nut is too strong. Way too strong. And the carriage bolt has stripped the hull. Now, the other ones I was able to catch, hold in place while tightening the bolt and make sure. But the first one went in okay. Check it? Yeah. First one's gone in okay. It's the second one that's caught me out. Because whilst the first one's gone in a little more force than that. Whilst the first one's gone in. See if we can catch it. This might be too fine. Come on. Yeah, but let's loosen it off a little. Got it. That worked. I mean, it's not elegant, but it'll do. Yeah, that's a bit of feedback that needs to go back, I think. We're in there, though, and that's tight now. It's going to be the same process to get it out, though. I was thinking this was going to be like a 30-minute build. Good grief. The hard stuff's the floppy drive disassembly I've got. Okay, so joysticks on. Fastening with the M5s. Yeah, I think we've dealt with that bloody M5. Next, put on the joystick dust cover and screw the ball onto the joystick. Why have I got two dust covers? Dust cover. I mean, I'm not going to argue. A spare dust cover is always helpful. You can use a screwdriver in the bottom of the shaft to ensure it stays in place. Come on. There we go. There we go, that's it. Now insert your buttons. They go kadunk into the 30mm holes. Yep, this bit should be straightforward. Yep. Kadunk, kadunk. Sure they are. Well, they're in now. I was going to say I was going to rotate them around to make sure they lined up, but oh, we can't. There we go. Obligatory ball jokes. Yeah. It feels so good in the hands. So shiny and smooth. And so pink. Connect the interface kit. See the instructions below to attach the wires. I've got to play with this for a little bit more. Need to play with my balls just that bit more. There we go. Did that... Hang on. What level of censorship have I got? Okay. Ball joke is it was the brackets it didn't like. I was thinking, really? Ball? Oh. Set the instructions below. See the instructions below. Should have had more coffee before I started today. To attach the wires in with the layout you have selected, insert the wire header into the corresponding skins. Up, red, down, orange, left, green, right, yellow. Yep, that's okay. Ah, I see. Joystick on the left, pinned from left to right. Now you're making sense. Red, orange. Which one do I cut? Green. Yellow. Black. Because you need a ground. Okay. Button 2. This one shall now be known as button 2. Red and black. What? You want it that way around? Okie dokes. Your headers do not fit. Why do your headers not fit? They do now. Red and button 1. Red and black. There we go. Button 2, button 1. Attach the top panel. Attach the 5-pin connector to the joystick. This is keyed and can only be fitted one way around. I'd love to agree with you. Yep, it is. Cool. Then attach the spade connectors, the male connectors on the buttons. These do not have polarity, so can be connected either way around. Yep, that's obvious. Well, it may not be obvious. However, which one is button 1 and which one is button 2 is less obvious. This is button 1. Ah, lols. They are crunchy spades. Crunchy, crunchy spades. Wow. You're going to get opened up. Yeah, because the button's trying to smash. Put you there, and what do I usually do for doing this? Not usually tweezers, but it's going to be tweezers. Is that going to be enough? Nope. And your third hand, yeah. I usually have a whole range of tools for doing this, but they're all packed. Because we're moving house in January. You may notice it's not January. Where's the crunchy in the McCrunchy? Yeah. We're getting there, but yeah, our expectations on timescales are a little... That now feels more loose than I would like. Let's find the Happy Gilmore ground. There. That is it. That is perfection. What do you reckon? Spade connector number 2 is going to be nice or shit? That one went on okay. Nice. 50% hit rate with these. There we go. It's better. Gentle. Nothing too much. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Unfortunately, it does mean like, it's like, oh, I shall reach for a given tool. It's like, well, a given tool is not here. place a panel on top of unit, so 8-side panel slot, blah, 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 blah. Now fasten down using the same method and fittings as the side panels. Okay. This is the Tetris puzzle moment of getting all of the tabs to fit simultaneously and not get any cat hair in them. Good. 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 Nice. Before we seal it up. Yeah. Feels pretty good. What's the likelihood of getting... well spotted. On a scale of 1 to no. I mean, it could be. If that's what we wanted. But I don't think we want it that way. I think we want it this way. Well, that went together this way relatively easy, at least. Good. Okay. Good catch. Thank you. Yeah, I know you can't do this. The header cable coming out of the side. Yeah. There we go. Something else I got knocking around here that does it that way. So I know you can't do this on laser cut, but when doing captive bolt designs, it helps if the captive in the captive bolt is captive in the captive nut is captive. Okay, here we go again. Right, you're on. You know what? Let's switch you over because you are a lower force generator. There we go. 1. Well, you're not an easy one to get, are you? Holdy things. No. Yes. Two. We're going to use the holdy things all the way around, I think. There we go. Three. Coordination of a spoon this morning. They're in such an odd place. Well, no, they're not in an odd place. They're where they need to be. But the accessibility of those screw holes is not great. Sideways. Get some top-down pressure. No. Docking was easier. Got it. Didn't want to get to the fourth one and then have to undo them all and start again. There we go. That's him. There's a little bit of gypsum plastic, but it's not bad. Looks okay. Now it's together. Do a close-up. I'll try to, anyway. Oh. Try not to just give you my gut. Apologies, I'm a little restricted on where I can get things today. There we go. Nice. With its Atari port out the back. The feet. Sticky feet work. Yeah. Atari ST and Sinclair Speccy. Oh. So it's a Atari standard. The Atari ST is currently baking in retro bright outside. But yeah, that's quite nice. Such a tricky one to go, you know, it's like, oh, need new joystick. Oh, okay. What are your options? Well, you've got a couple. I'll give this one a shot. Yeah. That's not a bad build. Considering it's... There's a couple of things that could be improved. It's not a 20-minute build. Despite some of the advertisements, I think the bit where they go, you can do this all using a screwdriver. No, I think someone's gently lying there, or I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it with just a just a screwdriver. Oh, I definitely feel like this needs minimum screwdriver. I hate to say tweezers, but it does need tweezers. Pliers. If you've got pliers, you can probably get away without a mini socket, but mini socket and a 8 makes putting the nylock bolts on a lot easier. But yeah, it's not a difficult build. It's no more difficult than the Picade cabinet was, which is very similar. You know, big sheets of plastic that have been an MDF. Oh, in that case, MDF that have been laser cut. So yeah, not bad. I just need to finish putting the system together and get it all working. So yeah, that was a fun little project. Right, now I need to go move some pieces of plastic around to make sure they don't go smudgy, and bake them for another 2 hours. Thanks for keeping me company on this stream. See you later. Thank you. Yeah, I do too. It's the first time trying it. Bye.